Hello, hello, hello. We are live. What time is it today? It's 7 p.m. It's time for Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. I am Melissa Dugas. I'm the founder and CEO of My Coffee Connect, which is a connection for men and women in business in Zoom. Also, I am going to uh, do the thing on May, which is Mighty Connect, which is an organization for women in business only. And I am so excited to introduce to you the awesome networking leader. And she is the founder of the net. She is the reason why we have the network expo, which we have 500 sign up in Zoom tomorrow night at 7 to 8:30. I would love to introduce to you Miss Amiee Idan.
Hi, Melissa. It's good to be here with you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to introduce Amiee with my networking businesses because she is really have a good heart, really very good in connecting people. She's been connecting me with attending in my Coffee Connect, and I'm so thankful with that. And she added me to this awesome networking expo.
Yeah, the expo was evolved by several people to invite as many networking group leaders as we could find worldwide and bring them all together cost-free in a 1.5 hour Zoom session where people, just like a trade show, get to go from breakout room to breakout room and meet different leaders of groups and hear what their value proposition is.
Yeah, that is awesome. And then how many leaders do we have like coordinating with here? Like 20 plus, right?
I think we're keeping it at 20. Yes.
Okay, that is awesome. And thank you about that. And now we can talk about your awesome organization. Tell us about your lunch club.
So my lunch club evolved last August, last August. After having been with the local Chamber of Commerce and grew their membership by 25%, I then realized that when the pandemic started, there was a tremendous need for people to network virtually. So I created our lunch club, and it's a forum for business owners and senior staff and decision makers to meet, form a community of like-minded people, and
Yes.
work together to create opportunities. One of the things I think that makes my group special is I get to know every single member. And when they tell me their story, the way I heard your story, Melissa,
Yeah.
I know who to connect you with. I know who to introduce you to. And this little community has grown and grown and grown. And now I formed a second chapter called our virtual lunch club Bergen, the Bergen chapter.
Yay.
And it's, we have a different leader for that group, which brings her own personality to the group and her own value proposition.
Yeah. So when and how did you start networking?
Well, networking started originally for the past 20 years or so. I was a commercial lender for two banks. And I realized that in order to increase my lending pipeline to bring in business, I had to create events. I had to create seminars, luncheons, evening events. And I realized this was drawing on a skill set when I was a young mom and I needed help from my neighbors and friends.
Yes.
Carpooling, play dates,
Yes.
you connected naturally with all the moms in the neighborhood.
Yes.
And that skill set of finding people, looking for people, introducing people to help one another became part of my personality. It was the way I could survive being a working mom and having a host of carpool angels, I would call them, help my kids, getting shuttled from here to there, but also helping other moms, being available to them. And I found that by increasing your network, it makes life easier. So when I returned to work and I had to network, it was something I was so familiar with. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I love putting on events, virtual events, keeping something current and fresh and topical that people want to come and listen to. But more than that, it creates a dialogue. I don't know about you, but you get into a Zoom room with 40 people, you don't want to go around and hear elevator pitches. I mean, it puts me to sleep. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it puts other people to sleep. So I like to do new and fresh things each
Yes.
month.
Yes. So you really love networking. So how did networking help your professional career?
So networking puts you in touch with the people you need to create opportunities for business.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was in the business world for so many years, I understand what the needs are. I'll give you a beautiful example. One of my members is a consultant to businesses that have large warehouses, and he does statistical work on warehouse space and freight forwarding and e-commerce, stuff like that. And he goes in, and right away, it's hard for somebody who's not familiar in the business to understand what a field examiner would do by going into somebody's warehouse and pulling together important data for them. But right away, I understood he needs to meet manufacturers, and he needs to meet business owners, manufacturing business owners. And I just happened to know one of those people, and I introduced the two, and they hit it off. And that was like a success. Another beautiful thing that happens in my networking rooms is that we go into breakout rooms, and typically there are small groups. Well, one meeting, 3 women got into a room, and they realized they were all in different sectors of marketing. And they realized, wow, if the 3 of them combine their talents, they can put on an event that would just wow everybody. And these 3 women came to me and said, can we present next month? And I said, absolutely not. That would be the wrong thing. You need a standalone event on Eventbrite, and you need to make it really worthy
Really?
of your talents. And
Yes.
they did. They had 100 people attend, and
Yeah,
it was a
that's
success. And
nice.
now it's turning into a series and a podcast and many other things.
That's
But
really
it's
good.
bringing talent together that recognizes other talent, and it goes places on its own.
That's good. So what changed in 2019?
Well, in 2019, um, I was all of a sudden, I had the freedom, or I was laid off, to explore something that I was interested in full time. So as I said, I became the executive director of a local chamber of commerce, and I found that networking during a pandemic on Zoom was phenomenal.
Yes.
People were so thirsty to meet one another
Yes.
that it just happened. So from that, I decided I wanted to make this bigger. And last summer, I created our lunch club.
Nice, nice. Very good, very good. So, um, now with a career in networking, how do you help your members?
By creating and informative events that promote interaction between people. And we have a lot of fun at the same time.
Mhm.
We can watch a TED Talk together and answer questions. I can have a performance artist come in and put on performances for our group. I can have a lecturer talk about current trends in video and how to present your best face on video. It's whatever topic is current and relevant. So on April 5th, I'm presenting a TED Talk by a health psychologist who's going to talk about stress and reframe stress to all of us. Is stress bad, or can it be beneficial?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what sets you apart from other network leaders?
I care. I
Mhm.
really care.
Yeah,
That I
yes,
care
you
to
do.
know
Yes,
people.
you do.
I love hearing people's stories. I look to introduce people just the way we met. We met last
Mhm.
summer as well.
Yeah.
And, what I've realized is that nothing happens overnight. Things take
Yes.
time to percolate. You get to know people, you get to trust people. And when trust happens, things naturally grow.
And number one for you is like you are very supportive. No matter what, we're kind of like competition, but not. We choose to do collaboration, not that competition. That's
I don't like to
in our
consider
relationship.
it competition.
Yes.
I
Yes.
like to collaborate with people, and
Yes.
I think, no matter what, I like to build friendships.
Yes, me too. Yeah, that's why I want my business to my business connection to know you too. So, how did our lunch club evolve?
Well, it started with an idea during the pandemic, and I partnered with a friend who had back office support. And one by one, I reached out to people that I knew who would benefit from this because
Mm-hmm.
they know that I would invite to the group
Mm-hmm.
the right people
Yeah,
those to create like-minded people in
yeah,
business.
yeah, yeah. Amy, like what you call this, like refer me, like they attend this guest at my Coffee Connect, which is Paula Acone, Michelle Goldstein, I forgot her name, Carol something, three people. And then I connected her with Bongai, and Bongai became a member of our lunch club, and I was soon to be a member. And what you call this, we are really really doing collaboration, and I really really love our relationship. So that's why
Mhm.
I
I
am.
love our relationship too, Melissa.
Yes, and then for those people I invited to the network expo, don't go to my break room because you already know me. I want you to go to Amy Idan to know what to know our lunch club.
One thing I've learned along the way is that many of my members belong to many groups. My
Yes,
philosophy is never try and hold a person in your group.
yes, yes,
Introduce them to other people, other groups. And
yes,
as one friend says, and then the Amy networking tree grows and grows and grows and grows because
yes,
it's all about connections and it's all
yes,
about being, introduced to new, vibrant people. But one thing that's also important is to I choose members that want to share with other people. Like, for example, if I have a new member and I want to introduce him to a business coach, and he could think, I don't need a business coach. Yes, but you need to meet this individual person because they would catapult you into a circle of people you need to meet.
yeah, yeah. I always tell to my people, those who are attending my events, like, you don't judge people, everyone knows everybody. So
That's what it's all about. And
yes,
everybody is welcome to come to one event in my group, cost free as my guest, and get their feet wet. Find out. And if they want to contact somebody, they can call me if they don't have the contact information. And I'm happy to share information with people. I'm happy that people become successful. That's the goal.
yes, yes. So we get to know more about you and our lunch club. So we want to get to know closer to you. So I'm going to have a personal questions to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Melissa.
So, what is the first thing people usually notice about you?
My blue eyes.
Yes, I love blue eyes. They love that. They always notice about that. And of course, your smile.
Well, thanks.
Yes. And then, what is the most enjoyable thing your family has done with you?
Okay, we're a modest group. I love having dinners around the table with my family, where everybody talks and everybody eats, and we're all into food, and we just have fun being together. It could be a barbecue outside in the backyard. It could be a dinner inside,
Nice.
but yeah, that's what it's about.
Do you cook?
I love cooking. It's one of my passions.
Oh, what kind of food do you cook?
Well, recently I cooked a lot of brisket,
Oh,
stews, vegetables, a lot of vegetables.
I love brisket. Do you like soup?
I love soups. I love cooking a
Oh,
lot of, I love meat, but I also like cooking a lot of meat-free
oh
dishes.
my God. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to host this. I really, really like to host this international potluck. You know,
Oh, wouldn't that be
that will
fun?
be awesome. You will bring something of food from your country, and I bring something food for the country, and then you can
Oh.
really taste it. Uh,
You know, one of my goals is to, when the pandemic lifts this spring and summer, is to have small live groups meet at fabulous restaurants outdoors.
oh
And
yeah,
just
yeah,
sit
yeah.
in the sunshine
Yeah.
and connect.
Me, I'm trying to do like if the pandemic is kind of done a little bit, we're going to do a walk and talk about
Mm,
your business. That's what I'm planning to do for my organization. So I'm excited. So hopefully we can be done with this pandemic. you know.
hopefully,
Um,
yeah.
yes. And then who is your biggest supporter?
Who is my biggest? Melissa. Melissa.
Yes,
My biggest supporter.
you are my number one big supporter. So we just support each other. Yes, yes. Um, what else? What is the kindest thing you've ever done in stranger?
Okay, well, you know Bangai, so I'm going to give her a shout out. We were going to do a fundraiser for Bangai. We didn't have a lot of time, and we were raising small amounts of money. And then the day of the event, one of my members said, "We have to do something really special for Bangai," and I said, "Absolutely."
Aw,
And
nice.
he challenged everybody on the screen, 50 people on the screen, to do something meaningful for her. And we raised enough funds for Bangai. She was totally surprised. Enough funds to send 5 girls to high school for a full year, all costs paid. All
Nice.
costs paid. And she sent us pictures of the girls going to school that week. It made me cry. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so moving to
yeah,
empower a young adult like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and Bongai is the first beneficiary of my Coffee Connect. So that's why like she's go a long, long way because her passion for helping people is really awesome and really
I met I
people.
met her last summer on your Coffee Connect,
Yeah.
and I have since introduced her to another charity that works in Africa, not Zimbabwe, but Ghana, and that rescue children from slavery and trafficking. There's so much good to be done in this world. That's another passion of mine.
Yes, that's nice. And how about this? Do you travel a lot? So, how many countries have you ever visited?
I think I visited 6 countries in my life.
Oh, nice. Do you remember what are
Of course,
those?
I remember. The most recent, right before the pandemic, I was in Bacalar, Mexico, uh,
Mhm.
which is all the way south, and it's on a beautiful lagoon. And it was the most amazing vacation I ever had. We stayed on the lagoon in a small, I'd say it was more like a hostel, like
Mhm.
with only like 6 rooms, but we had a room overlooking the lagoon and it was crystal clear blue and it was so relaxing. So much fun.
Nice. And where else? Where else?
I have visited Israel, where my eldest daughter lives,
Nice.
and she just had her second baby last night. So we're all excited about that.
Okay.
Where else have I visited? I've been to Greece and Paris and South America. I've been to Venezuela.
Nice.
Where else have I been? I think that's about it.
That's
That's about
good.
it.
So hopefully in the future I can bring my networking friends in the Philippines.
Absolutely.
I am looking forward to that.
Mhm.
Before I'm really planning to do it, but this pandemic happened, so it didn't happen. But we'll see. You know.
People are traveling now. My children are looking to travel, and airfares have gone up 2 and 3-fold since the pandemic started. So people weren't traveling, and now I think everybody's dying to get out there again.
Yeah. So we get to know you, about your Art Lunch Club. We get to know more, a little bit of you. So what are the three good referrals for you? What are your ideal clients?
Ideal clients, serious business owners or senior staff in banking, accounting, law, IT, marketing, such business sectors.
Business.
Um, yeah, that are interested in being part of a community that wants to work together. That's the main focus,
Mm.
is developing trust in a safe environment, in a fun environment, an environment where you can learn, where you can chat, where you can have fun overall.
Yeah. And then can you give us one good tip from your company to help others to grow?
Learn as much as you can from other people.
Yep.
Learn from others what they did right, what they did wrong. It pays to get expert advice.
Yes. Yes. So let's talk about the Network Expo. What are we going to expect on Networks Expo?
You as a visitor coming, we're not going to waste time talking about ourselves. We're going to meet the leaders, and then you get to take yourself to one of 20 breakout rooms, and
Yeah.
you get to listen to the value proposition. So you come to my room, you're going to learn about community. You're going to learn the type of events we have and why they're beneficial for you, and why you want to get to know me, because I can help facilitate introductions that can lead to those wonderful happenings where somebody needs your talent. I'll give you an example. There's a woman in my group who does web design work, and I just hired her to create my website for my artwork, which you just saw.
Nice. Yes,
That
yes,
came
yes.
from my group, and she's immensely talented. And now that I started showing that website to everybody wants to know who created it for me.
Is
And I'm
it the Giacomo?
no,
No?
no,
Okay.
she's in insurance.
Oh, okay.
She's Lila Schneider.
Yeah, the good thing about this the Network Expo, and you can shop for the like what other organization you can add to network, and we are awesome for good collaborations. We are very very awesome collaboration in this networking, because we bring our connections and bring together, and that's why we have 500 plus people who signed up for this Zoom. And the best thing in this is, like, if you've never experienced to choose the room in the break room, it's so much fun to do that. It's like, I thought I know break room. I'm rocking the break room, and I learned it. How do you do this? Like, I learned how to do that. That is so awesome.
So every breakout room is going to be named. Yours is going to be called Coffee and Conversation
Yeah.
and Coffee Connect,
My
and mine
Coffee
is going to
Connect.
be
Yes.
called Our Lunch Club. And if you get tired of being in one group, you can just pick up
Yeah.
and
You
go
can just
to
in and
another.
out. Yes.
So everybody's going to be wandering around just like a real trade show.
Yes, yes, that is awesome. So tell us more about our lunch club, and then how can people get connected with you, and how can they go to our lunch club?
Sure. I think the best way would be to email me at ourlunchclub.ai@gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll chat, and I'll send you a link to our upcoming meeting.
Yeah, and then when is your meeting? You have two branches, like the first
So
branch.
we meet the first Monday every month. The virtual doors open at 11:45 and we start at noon sharp, and it's for 1 hour. And my other chapter, our virtual lunch club, Bergen, they meet the second Wednesday of every month, also at 11:45
11:45 to what time?
to 1 o'clock.
To 1 o'clock. Awesome. Whew. It's all my coffee connect is 1 o'clock. Okay, that's good. So I can still have the. Oh, it's Monday. Oh my God. I thought it was Friday.
No, we don't meet on Fridays.
The other one, the Bergen, what day is that?
Wednesday the second
Oh,
Wednesday of the month,
Wednesday, and then what time?
11:45.
11:45 till 1.
Mhm.
Okay. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this awesome conversation. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to have a second interview probably next month for your awesome. Tell them about your paintings. We can share this about the paintings that you
Sure. Oh, there you go.
so
So
maybe you can do one by one. Can you do
sure.
one by one?
Is this still my
Okay,
okay,
I'm gonna remove this so
I
we
have to
you can,
share, I think.
yeah, you can share it and then I can
So, share screen. Share screen uses two monitors.
you uses what? I forgot what you use.
Hold on. I use Chrome. Hold on. I got it.
Yes. You
So,
need to be
yeah,
one by one. There
I
you go.
started painting about 6 years ago, following in the footsteps of my mother, who was an amazing painter. And what I found is that painting makes me so happy, and it sort of connects me with my mom. And when I paint, believe it or not, she has passed now, oh, so many years,
Oh,
uh, that I find that it brings me closer to her spirit. And I just
oh.
love painting and love, painting and connecting to people through my art.
Wow, look at this awesome painting. This is
This
really
was during COVID. This was the beginning of COVID.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
this was COVID destruction. Oh my goodness, that was a terrible time.
Yeah.
And now hopefully things are becoming more spring-like and more enjoyable. And like I paint where I go. So this was Cape May Point, a beautiful
Oh,
location.
that is nice sunset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody's interested in my art, they can connect with me. And yeah, that's my art.
That's very nice. Thank you so much, and cannot wait to talk about this um, in next time. And hopefully, you can join in our holiday shopping soiree. We will talk about that later. So, thank you so much, Amy, for having such a wonderful conversation with your lunch club and our awesome network expo tomorrow at 7 to 8:30 p.m. in Zoom. Don't forget, you need to register in
You
Zoom.
need to register to get the Zoom link. There are individual Zoom links for everybody. It's
Yes, yes,
unique.
awesome.
Everybody gets a unique Zoom link. So you can reach out to me, or you can go onto LinkedIn and look up the Network Expo, and you can click on the event to get further information.
Yeah, you can connect with her. This is her name, Amy Idan. Is it Idan? Did I?
Idan. Idan.
Okay, Amy Idan in LinkedIn, so you can connect with her in LinkedIn too if you forget. And then, do you have a Facebook and Art Lunch Club? I can't find it.
I
Not
have a
yet.
personal Facebook account and a personal Instagram account, but not a lunch club Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, that's
That's
why
what I
I
need to
cannot
work on.
tag it. Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
on LinkedIn, I have our lunch club, and you can go to that as well. I have a group page there for our lunch club. I think you discovered it, right?
Yeah, I
You
just
can
joined
post
it. I
on that.
don't know if I'm allowed because you need to be a
Yeah,
member first.
it's okay. People can join the group. It's not member exclusive. It's
Okay.
for anybody who wants, and who knows, maybe people will meet other people on through the group or become members through the group. It isn't a closed circle.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. And we will, post it in LinkedIn too. So if you miss us, you can watch us in YouTube, like my YouTube, Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. And then I can post this in LinkedIn after this. I will send you the link in the YouTube.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much, Amy. Don't go out yet. Thank you. I have to stop this. Thank you. Have a great
Thank you.
day. Great
Bye
night.
bye.
Bye.